What up, Regine? Today we are going to analyze Sarah, Yeng, Angeline, and KZ in Pitch Perfect Acapella performance. At least that's what the title it is. I haven't watched it yet, but if I look at the description, it says that they are going to do a Beyonce Run the World cover and the Miley Cyrus Wrecking Ball, but like a mashup of it. So I'm excited to hear this because it's a cappella and like we don't have to hear the other crazy chaos from instruments and all that stuff. So it has almost like a standard old like gospel kind of arrangement to it. You know what I mean? In gospel, like, I mean like arrangement from like 80 years ago gospel, not today's gospel. I like how they changed it up too. The melody in the background that Beyonce's voice usually rides on the normal song. They made it almost like Broadway-y a little bit. Broadway-ish, how it was going down and coming up. She looked like she got a little bit thrown off by the beat, but it's cool because she kept going. So sometimes when people mess up, they'll stop and they get a little bit flustered, but she just went with it. So when people listen to this, they're gonna be like, oh, this sounds kind of off a little bit. At least people from America would say that, but it's not. It's just the way that it's arranged. It's very standard. It's arranged not in an augmented way. So one thing that we tend to do in America is augment chords. We make them more fancy than they originally are. I'll tell you that after. But this isn't arranged like that. Well, now it is a little bit. I'm curious about how this was mixed. So if you guys are watching this here, this sounds amazing, obviously, but it probably sounded 10 times better there. Okay, let me stop this. Alright, so the reason it would have sounded 10 times better there is because the way the monitors were kind of set up in an a cappella, like almost where there's like a quartet singing, it's going to sound more full and it's going to actually surround you. Whereas if you hear it on YouTube or even in a CD, yeah, you might hear it in different like ears, like a stereo version or a mono version, which is basically what happens on YouTube a lot of the time. But it's more flat. It's on like one channel for the most part. Most people can't tell the difference between multiple pans in regards to sound. But in over there watching live probably sounded amazing. I wish that they would have had it arranged a little bit different in regards to, I don't feel like they could all hear each other. I thought they were going to be able to, like initially when I saw this performance, I'm like, okay, this is cool, they're not going to be distracted by other instruments, but you could tell that they couldn't really like hear each other that much. Anyways, guys, send me, this was still great by the way, send me more recommendations of what you guys want me to analyze next, and I'll see you guys next time. My long distance relationship worked out, but we broke up. So let me give you the story first, and then I'm going to tell you guys what I think about long distance relationships, because a lot of you have been asking about this. I started dating this girl, and she was a few years younger than me, so there was a little bit of an age gap as well, right? But we met over the summer, and we started talking, and then we started dating, and then, you know, eventually we were in a relationship exclusively with each other. What